promises to be an exciting game between Chennai Heat and Delhi Dribblers. How many Chennai Heat supporters do we have out there? Can you put your hands up and say, hey? Put your hands up and say, hey! Alright, and how many Delhi Dribblers fans are you out there? Put your hands up and say, hey! Alright, so do you think it's going to be Chennai or do you think it's going to be Delhi? Who do you think is going to win today? Chennai or Delhi? Come on, you got to be louder. Chennai or Delhi? Is it going to be Chennai Heat or is it going to be Delhi Dribblers? Alright, so let's wait and watch. It's going to be another interesting game, like I said, between Chennai Heat and Delhi Dribblers. On behalf of Inbl, we'd love to welcome everybody who's joined us out there.
A 2-0 start to the Inbl Pro U-25 season. The Chennai Heat made people take notice and offer their respect. But results and performances have not been quite so good since then, losing 4 of the next 5. That first loss in that string was to Delhi Dribblers, who have dealt with adversity and their own up and down results, dropping 3 of their past 4 games. So with semi-final spots on the line, another loss for Chennai or Delhi tonight could hurt their playoff hopes. Hello everybody and welcome to THYAGRAJ Sports Complex in Delhi and the opening game of our doubleheader. It'll be the Delhi Dribblers against the Chennai Heat. And the second game of that doubleheader features the Gujarat Stallions and the Punjab Warriors. The Stallions looking to go close to clinching a semi-final spot. The Warriors trying to stay in the race for the Final 4. So once again, welcome to THYAGRAJ Sports Complex in Delhi. I'm Grantley Bernard and we have another great game in store tonight with this opener of the doubleheader between the Chennai Heat and the Delhi Dribblers. As we see the Chennai Heat coming onto the floor for the player introductions. MATCH-22, who will be a key tonight. The coach, Everard Bartlett, working with a patched up lineup and dealing with several absences. So this is the Chennai lineup tonight. The starters are Dufilmore, Rathore, Reddy, an interesting choice. He has not played 1 minute of this season. He will start. Then Matthew and Gray. Off the bench is Chauhan and Kaina, Majak, Stanwicks and Chowdhury. So here's the top scorers for Chennai. Tad Dufilmore at 15.1. But of note is that Shaquem Johnson has left the team. Arvinder Kumar won't be playing tonight. He is on national team duty along with Arvinder Singh. So it's going to be incumbent on Keith Kaina with his 9.6 per game to step up and fill a gap. So key player tonight for Chennai will be Matt Gray. He has been outstanding of late. He missed the recent loss to Hyderabad through illness. And he, on the season, is averaging 7.5 points per game and 2.3 rebounds. But in his past 3 games, he's increased that to 14 points and 4 rebounds. As we get ready now for the Delhi Dribblers. And Lachlan Barker leads his team onto the floor. The Dribblers have been a little inconsistent, and they need to get off to a good start tonight and post a victory. And the coaching staff led by Dave Petrozello. So here's the Delhi starting lineup, and it's Lachlan Barker, Montgomery, Sahil, Meena and Panache. The big news for Delhi is the return of Alex Mudronya to the bench. He had missed several games with concussion, and depending on how this game pans out, Mudronya, who was tabbed to return on Friday, may well return tonight for the Delhi Dribblers. As we see the leading scorers for Delhi, Lachlan Barker leads the league with 23 points per game. Mudronya coming back with his 16.8, and James Montgomery at 16.0 has been a real focal point inside for the Delhi Dribblers. Here's Montgomery now. He's going to be a key player for Delhi. He does a bit of everything. He had 22.17 rebounds in the win over Mumbai. He's averaging 16 points per game and 11.1 rebounds. All right, so everything is set and we are ready for the countdown to tip off.
Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Are we ready?
Control the jump. Let's go, Meena. Come on, Meena. Can't hear you.
So we just have a slight delay to tip off, and as we mentioned, Alex Mudronya back in uniform tonight for the Delhi Dribblers. That's a massive boost for the Dribblers. Like just about every team here, they have lost at least one player to Indian national team duty for the upcoming FIBA window. That'll be Tomar missing tonight for Delhi. And we are underway, and it's the Delhi Dribblers in yellow with the purple trim going to the right. Chennai in the orange will be going to the left. This is Panache for Delhi. Now Sahil down low to Montgomery, working against Gray. And way off the mark, James Montgomery. So this is Rathore for Chennai to Duffelmeyer. Probing to Rathore. Sahil with the good defense. The shot clock at 4 now. He needs to get it up, and he does. And Rathore with the 3 as the shot clock expires. And there's Sahil on the drive to answer for Delhi. Rathore tried to find Matthew down low, and the ball was deflected out of bounds. It'll go to the Delhi Dribblers.
They're gonna fade it. Tad's gonna come high.
So the Dribblers inbound, and the Chennai defense is up the floor as Montgomery takes over, guarded by Gray. Now Lachlan Barker swings it to Sahil, and Sahil can't connect on the 3. Duffelmeyer back the other way for Chennai. Matthew. And his pass intended for Reddy. was not a good one, and it was easily deflected out of bounds. So they inbound to Gray, the shot clock at 7. Duffelmeyer back to Gray, working against Barker. Gray with the turnaround jump shot is good. A nice bucket from Matt Gray, continuing his good form. Here's Panache for Daly. Driving and finishing. That's a great bucket from Panache for the Dribblers. It's Chennai 5-4, early going. Here's Rathor to Matthew, now Duffelmeyer. They're going to look at Gray down low against Sahil. The help comes from Piyush Meena, and he commits the foul. So the first foul of the game. And Matt Gray is going to shoot a pair of free throws.
Everyone goes skinny on 77. Hey, Sahil. Skinny on 77.
He misses the first.
Skinny. Stay on double drag. Stay on double drag.
Gray with the second. Montgomery. Chennai with a pressing defense, but Sahil now throws it up. And that's a good finish for Meena. Duffelmeyer quickly back the other way, turns it over. Montgomery again. Barker for Daly. Down low to Montgomery. Swings it to the opposite corner. And the three from Panache won't drop. Gray lines up the three, but can't get it to go. And Sahil back the other way for Daly. Panache driving against Reddy, and Reddy is called for the foul. And Chennai make a substitution. Stanwicks comes in for Reddy, while for Daly, Polsma comes in for Sahil. About 6.5 minutes left, and we're tied at 6. Barker to inbound. Now Montgomery working against Gray. And he draws the foul, and James Montgomery will shoot a pair of free throws. Montgomery going to work down low and got Gray a little up on his toes and was able to draw the foul. And he gets the first to break the tie. Delhi goes on top 7-6, 6.5 minutes left. He can't get the second, but Panache with the offensive rebound. They tie it up in a jump ball. And the possession arrow says the ball will belong to the Chennai Heat. Here's Stanwicks. Duffelmeyer goes against Meena and kicks it out to Gray. Gray is short on the three. Barker for Daly. Panache goes down low to Montgomery. Now Polsma. Barker with the quick three. And Barker hits the three. Quick ball movement by Daly. And Barker finishes it. The Dribblers on top, 10-6. Stanwicks. Gray Gray driving. Can't get the finish and can't get the offensive rebound, but Matthew does. And Stanwich is off target. Another offensive rebound. Rathor driving. And this time, Chennai can finish with Rathor getting to the rim. It's Delhi 10-8 with about 5 minutes left in the quarter. Polsma with the offensive rebound. Panache, Montgomery, Polsma. And Gray
100%.
thought he had the steal, but the referee rules otherwise and calls the foul on Matt Gray. And I think it was a pretty obvious foul from Gray. So Gray has 2 fouls and he has to go to the bench as a precaution. And they bring in MATCH-22. Here's Montgomery, keeping it and driving and finishing with a big dunk. As MATCH added the foul for good measure, and Montgomery will try to finish the 3-point play. MATCH flat-footed on defense, and Montgomery was able to get to the basket with ease. And Montgomery fails to complete the 3-point play. This is MATCH sizing up the 3 as Washburn into the game for the first time brings down the rebound. Now Montgomery working against MATCH. Now Barker. Barker lets it fly from 3-point land and can't get it to go. Stanwich pushes back. MATCH tries his luck again, and this time MATCH hits the 3 for Chennai. Montgomery working. Sahil. Barker. Barker gets the floating runner to go. Nice play by Lockie Barker. And it's the Dribblers on top, 14-11. Dufelmeyer with a circus trick at the rim. Tad Dufelmeyer. The penetration and the finish. Barker to Sahil. Probing. Loses it. And Dufelmeyer comes up with it for Chennai. Now Rathor. Stanwicks. Can't get the finish at the rim. And Washburn comes down with another rebound. We've got 3 minutes left in the first quarter. It's Delhi on top of Chennai, 14-13. And with that whistle, we've got a double foul. The referee calling a foul on each team. So that foul puts Chennai over the limit, and Delhi has 2. Here's Barker trying to turn the corner. Barker. Barker hits the 3. And Lockie Barker is heating up for the Delhi Dribblers. Barker now with 8 points, and the Dribblers up by 4. MATCH can't match it. And here's Panache. Down low to Washburn. Washburn can't get it to go, but Montgomery's second effort is blocked. Dufelmeyer attacks the rim and gets it to go. Tad Duffelmeyer goes the length of the floor in quick time. And with 2 minutes to go, he brings Chennai within 2. It's Delhi on top, 17-15. Here's Washburn to Montgomery. Sahil firing from outside. And Duffelmeyer's rebound spills out of bounds. It'll be Delhi ball. So the shot clock at 14 and the game clock at 1:43 as we head towards the end of the first period. Washburn working against Matthew. Washburn can't get it over the front of the rim. But here's Barker after the offensive rebound attacking the rim, and Lockie Barker will shoot a pair of free throws for the Delhi Dribblers. 8 points already tonight for Barker on 3 of 4 shooting, including 2 of 3 on threes. As he hits the first free throw. And Barker gets the second. So he now has 10, and the Dribblers lead by 4, 19-15 with a minute 20 left in the quarter. Sahil tried to strip Rathore, but the referee called the foul. Kiner will take it out of bounds for Chennai. Now Rathore working. Majak. Matthew in the corner. All the way to Rathore. And Rathore hits the 3 for Chennai. Patient offense by the Chennai Heat. And with a minute 3 left in the quarter, that's the Dribblers on top, 19-18. Montgomery now. Panache. Washburn. Down low to Montgomery, and Stanwicks deflects it out of bounds. Shot clock at 8. The game clock at 46. Here's Barker. Firing and hitting. Here's Matthew. So we've got a stoppage here as they sort out this issue. And while they sort out that issue, we can introduce my co-commentator for this evening, Jonathan Goodman, the Hyderabad Falcons assistant coach. And it looks like we've got a clock issue. They're going to reset this one, and another close game, Jono.
Yeah, the first quarter is almost all tied up here. It's could be another game that goes down the wire.
There's been quite a few tight ones, and the whole competition remains tight with the standings as we really get to the business end of the season. No one has locked up a playoff spot yet, and we can have a look at the standings. Mumbai and Gujarat are tied with 4 wins, 3 losses. Hyderabad, your team, is at 4-4. Punjab at 3-3. We'll see Punjab next in the doubleheader. Then Delhi and Chennai, these two teams are at 3 and 4. And we're back with the action. Matthew spills it, and Delhi takes it the other way. Washburn to Burkholder into the game, and Burkholder can't get the reverse layup to go. Here's Matthew for Chennai. Now Kiner. Kiner firing but missing, and Washburn comes down with it. As we head towards the last 10 seconds of the quarter. Delhi with the last shot. They spill it out of bounds. And with 4 seconds on the clock, they'll take it from the baseline. So Barker will take it out. It'll be interesting to see what they draw up here. There's time for the ball to get back to Barker, and it wouldn't surprise me if that happens. Here's Panesh. He catches and shoots, and Burkholder tidies up the miscue. So Mark Burkholder is the man on the spot with the offensive rebound and the finish. And we get to the end of the first quarter, and it's the Delhi Dribblers 21, the Chennai Heat 18. Top scorers for Delhi, Lachlan Barker has 10 points, then several players with 2, while for Chennai, it's Rathore with 8. And Jono, Lachlan Barker just continuing to play great basketball as we head down to the Delhi Dribblers timeout.
Way to be aggressive coming up. Locking. If Nazi's got ball, go low. Call for guys when you then get into action. When they run the 2-2-1. Okay, there's no stress there. You're my release. Okay, Nazi or Lockie inbound. Then Berkey and Mina. You're the next layer. Okay, 2 guards. Up we go. If you handle the ball, let's go to the basket. We don't have to like wait, just go, right? Be aware of the step-ins. Be aware of the step-ins. All right. Now they ran a wrinkle on the back screen here. They ran Tad off the back screen there. Okay, Tad's gonna come high. Just be prepared for that space. Go through it, Nina. If we have to emergency fire, just do it. Just take. Hey, we're doing good. Be aggressive. Keep going to the rim.
All right, so there's Dave Petrozello with the Delhi Dribblers, and Drew Barman was down there. Let's go sidelines to Drew Barman.
Guys, Coach Dave is super happy with the effort that the team showed in the first quarter. He felt like they got a little jumbled up defensively in the middle of the quarter, but he feels that they can do a better job there, and that's it from here, guys. The crowd's getting super intense. On to the next quarter. Thanks.
All right, thank you, Drew, for that report as we get second quarter action underway. And it's Lockie Barker. Up top, guarded by Kiner. Now Burkholder to Montgomery. Mina working against Stanwicks. And he can't get it to go. And Kiner comes up with it running. And he's got Majak with the finish at the rim.
Delhi there trying to work the isolation there on the mismatch in the post. Just not able to convert.
Here's Montgomery. And the ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Delhi. Barker to inbound. The shot clock at 14, the game clock at 9:21. Barker driving and is fouled. So the first foul of the quarter is called on Chennai. Barker gets it back from Burkholder and fires the 3. but the ball stays with Delhi off the rebounding situation. They inbound to Mina. They swing it to Barker. Shot clock at 7 as Barker driving, pulling up and overcooking. But Burkholder again picks up the scraps and puts them in the trash. Mark Burkholder.
That's Delhi's 9th offensive rebound, I think, for the game. It's really hurting Everard Bartlett down the other end.
Here's Kiner for Chennai. To Majak. He turns it over. And now here's Barker back the other way. Panache. Nice look to Montgomery on the rim run. And James Montgomery with the finish for Delhi off the feed from Panache. So with 8:26 left in the second quarter, it's the Dribblers on top, 25-20, as we get another look at that basket from Montgomery, which prompted Chennai Heat coach Everard Bartlett to call timeout. Let's head down to the Chennai Heat huddle.
We need you in there to get those rebounds and help. With this group, let's put Jack there. Jack, you're going to be in the head tap. Okay? Tad's going to... No. Yeah. THYAGRAJ, you're going to come off. Okay? Matt, you're over here. CJ, you're over there, okay? And Tad's over here. Same thing, go off Jack's side. Tad's up here. Jack's turning in that corner. Okay, nothing on. Get out. And then Tad's popping, play that two-man game. Jack, read with him and cut with him. If he goes, you cut and you find that open space and you pop it, okay? All right, let's go.
All right, so there's Everard Bartlett with some instructions for his team and keeping it nice and calm and simple.
Still early days. It'll be interesting to see if Chennai can execute this off the whiteboard.
So it's 25-20 for Delhi as Chennai restart. And the ball is with Reddy back into the game.
Shooter, Nazi, shooter! Nazi, shooter!
Now Duffelmeyer.
Stay there!
Great. Great, working, but can't get the finish. Montgomery with the rebound. Burkholder got Gray in the air, but couldn't finish, and there's another offensive rebound for Delhi. Burkholder can't get the finish, and Gray tidies up. Duffelmeyer to Matthew, to Stanwicks. Matthew to Duffelmeyer. Stanwicks again, this time driving and finishing. So Stanwicks couldn't get the outside finish, but he could at the rim.
Both teams really capitalising on offensive rebounds.
They swing it to Montgomery. Now Barker, guarded by Duffelmeyer. And Barker can't get the jumper to go. Duffelmeyer in transition for Chennai, pushes. And gets to the rim, a great finish with the left hand by Tad Duffelmeyer.
I think that we're in for a great battle of the point guards.
Duffelmeyer attacked Barker as if he sensed something, and Barker does look to be playing with some discomfort. Here's Panache with the shot clock at 7. And Montgomery does save the ball but can't reel it in. And here's Reddy for Chennai. Now Gray. And Gray gets the basket and the contact and puts Chennai in front.
And now Delhi having the timeout. Coach Dave just wanting to have a chat about the last 6 points.
So with Gray coming back to try and complete the three-point play and nudge Chennai further ahead. Let's head down into the Delhi Dribblers huddle and listen to what Dave Petrozello has got to say.
All right, guys, look, they're going to make runs, okay? Down on this end, down on this end. Let's make sure that we are keeping the basketball, being aggressive at the basket. We're staying too high. We're being too passive. Get down the court early, create some space. If you're handling the ball, go as far as you can go. Yeah. Then get into action, all right? Be aggressive, try to turn the corner. Lucky. Let's get high pick and roll, high pick and roll. Monty is gonna dive. Okay, I want you to come to the second side. Wash, drop down, Sahil, go through, punch it low, okay? If we don't like that, Monty be a flasher, then a high post player, all right? Execute, get a good shot at the rim. Let's go.
Good, Delhi on 2-1-2.
Okay, so there's Dave Petrozello with Delhi. Ryan James has been with Chennai. Let's go and hear from Ryan James.
Well, this is pure Coach Bartlett basketball that came out from Chennai. Right after that, 3 back-to-back baskets. They are attacking through the middle because Delhi is trying to use size against them. So they've identified that issue and they've gone in through the middle, got the layups. They're doing well. That's all from the sidelines. All
right, thank you, Ryan. And with 6:29 left in the second quarter, it's Chennai on top 26-25 and now 27-25. Matt Gray with 6 points. As Barker with a long pass to Sahil. Now it's with Montgomery spinning against Gray, and Montgomery with a nice finish. Here's Stanwicks. His pass intended for Gray is picked off by Washburn. Now Barker. And Barker just on a little dry spell. Stanwicks to Gray. Dufelmeyer to Gray. And Gray is fouled as he got his feet into the paint. So Gray, just moments ago, converted a three-point play, and this time he'll shoot a pair. He had 2 quiet games to start the season, but since then, Matt Gray has exploded.
He had 20 against the Hyderabad Falcons.
That'll happen. And he makes the second. And it's Chennai on top 28-27 with about 5.5 minutes to go before halftime. Montgomery doesn't get the call or the finish, and Dufelmeyer comes up with it. Rathor firing for Chennai. Barker rebounds the miss. Barker drops it down to Montgomery. And it looks like that foul will be on Stanwicks. So that's a second foul for the quarter on Chennai. And the Dribblers also have 2.
Dribblers there just really doing a good job exploiting the switching and really making the defense have to work.
As Chennai make some changes, among them Gray and Stanwicks going to the bench. Here's Washburn for Delhi. And Washburn was fouled by Kiner and almost had the three-point play, but it took a look in and decided to stay out. It's taken Washburn a little time to get his legs under him, but the last couple of games he's started to look a little better, especially on the offensive end.
He's a great IQ guy. He gets his teammates involved in the offense. He reads that one pass ahead for the next action.
So he misses the first, but he gets the second. and ties the game at 28. As we tick down to 5 minutes left in the half, it's 28 apiece. As Rathor gets to the rim, fouled by Sahil. A nice drive by Rathor.
He got up rather gingerly there.
And after that foul, Sahil goes to the bench. That's his third foul, so he won't be back before halftime. And Rathor is at the line for Chennai. And he misses both, so the free throw woes for Chennai continue. They're 3 of 7 from the charity stripe tonight. Panesh to Barker. Shot clock at 8. Working against Kiner. And Dufelmeyer strips the ball from Barker and gets the easy finish. Strong play on the defensive end by Kiner. And there's the 3 for Rathor. And with that flurry of activity by the Chennai Heat, and going out to a 33-28 lead here late in the second quarter, it has prompted Delhi Dribblers coach Dave Petrozello to call a timeout. Let's head down and listen to what Dave Petrozello has got for his team.
All right, composure, guys. Long game. Lucky, I know you're leaving a lot. Yeah, I know you're leaving a lot. I need you back. The ball's got to start in your hand so that we can get it back through. Okay? I want you to inbound the basketball. Okay? Just be composed against the pressure. There's nothing there. All we got to do is get the ball in, a couple pass fakes, and we're good. Get the ball to the middle, and up we go. All right? Does that make sense? Yep. Okay? Offensively, guys, we need to get some downline pressure. Okay? Lucky, watch for a cross. Let's get hard to the wing. We're going to go 77 ghosts. We're going to drop. Everyone drop. Stay to the punch. Play vertical if you need it. Otherwise, keep attacking the basket. Okay, bigs, keep going to the rim. Shooters, make sure you're spotted. Hey, we need some stops, and we need to rebound the ball.
All right, so there's Dave Petrozello for the Delhi Dribblers, and their next set will be 77 Ghost. So let's see how that pans out for the Dribblers.
Yeah, I think he's referring to a ghost screen here. Just try and open up driving lanes.
As Montgomery inbounds to Barker. It comes to Washburn. All the way across to Panesh. And they call a jump ball. And we have to see where the possession arrow goes. And it belongs to Chennai. So 77 Ghost didn't deliver a basket. And I'm not sure it was executed how it was drawn up. Nonetheless, the ball was with the Chennai Heat.
Casper wasn't in the building.
Here's Dufelmeyer for Chennai. To Kiner. Gets Barker in the air. And then finishes off the bounce. Nice play by Keith Kiner. It's Chennai now up by 7, 35-28 with 3:37 left in the half as Washburn measures for 3 and can't get it to go. And Montgomery with another offensive rebound.
Chennai having a 17-7 quarter. They're able just to, from their defensive intensity, being able to run out of it and get easy buckets.
So Delhi has had 20 rebounds, 11 of them offensive, so they're getting plenty of opportunities, and before we come back for the free throws, Everard Bartlett has called a timeout, and we can head down and listen into the Chennai Heat huddle.
This is harder. He's on a different man. That's okay. Sijin was there. I like the effort to go from here, but that's where we need you loud, because that's your help. Because he went down, we're expecting a help from the baseline. No one had Chris on that pop out. Okay, but if our teammate makes that call, we got to be ready to have his back. That's just the main thing. What I'm talking about, is if he's got a number 16 on him, great, double, like this, double, keep staying in the corner, tag, lifted, and he's taking him. I need someone to cut with them, please. Like that's Sijin, that was you. Cut down with them. As soon as he gets to the fake, cut. Because then you'll draw this person, either they're going to take you or stay. Okay, so let's get you.
Okay, so there's Everard Bartlett with the Chennai Heat. Dhruv Barman has been listening in on the Delhi Dribblers. Let's go down to Dhruv.
Coach understands that these guys are helping, doubling down low on the bigs, because Delhi is the ball, sending them the ball down low every single time. So as soon as they get the double, you can see them dishing out and shooting more threes. Thanks, guys.
All right, thanks, Dhruv, as James Montgomery steps to the line for the Dribblers, and he'll shoot a pair. Montgomery has 7 points and 5 rebounds tonight, so working on a double-double. And it's interesting to note that in this second quarter, Lachlan Barker hasn't scored, as Montgomery misses the second, and Matthews' pass intended for Kiner rolls harmlessly out of bounds. So 3:26 left in the second quarter, and it's Chennai 35, Delhi 28. As Mina comes back into the game for Delhi. Barker, guarded by Dufelmeyer, to Panache. And Panache can't get the three ball to fit in the basket. Now Dufelmeyer. Rathore to Kiner, wide open. And can't get the finish. And Montgomery comes up with it. Barker ahead to Panache. He fires. And this time, Panache connects on the three for the Delhi Dribblers. 2:45 to go in the quarter as Kiner drives. And Chennai on top 35-31. And Keith Kiner will go to the line. A nice aggressive play there.
We've seen him throughout this tournament be really aggressive to the basket, and I think that's one of his strengths.
Given the absences for Chennai, there is a big onus on Kiner to step up. They'd already lost Shaquem Johnson, who'd gone home for personal reasons. And now they've lost Arvind Kumar and Arvinder Singh to the Indian national team. So some big gaps in the roster as he misses the first. But credit to Chennai, they have hung up in adversity and they're leading this game tonight.
And they've got great local talent in Sejjan Matthew and Jaydeep Rathore.
He misses the second, so the Dribblers dodge a bullet there as we come down with 2:35 left in the quarter, and it's Chennai up by 4. Here's Montgomery down low against Dufelmeyer. To Mina. And Piyush Mina with a nice big finish.
Slight defensive breakdown there by Chennai, not rotating.
Montgomery had Dufelmeyer under pressure, and he thought he did enough to get away with a clean steal, but the referee whistles the foul. And it's Chennai up by 2 with 2:14 left before halftime, and with the Dribblers now over the limit, Dufelmeyer will shoot a pair of free throws. Nine points now tonight for Tad Dufelmeyer.
4 assists.
And he has 10 working towards his season average of 15.1 points, 6.1 rebounds and 7.4 assists. Montgomery working against Duffelmeyer, and they call an offensive foul on Montgomery. So 2 quick fouls for Montgomery.
You see here, Duffelmeyer just walling up.
Stayed
with the
strong.
mismatch.
And Montgomery goes to the bench. Now, even though, as we said, Delhi was over the limit, on an offensive foul, you don't get free throws. So Chennai simply gets possession. And the possession is wasted as Rathore turns it over. Polsma kicks it out to Panache. Polsma can't get the second chance to go, but Washburn gets it to Barker and now to Polsma. And Polsma hits the 3 for the Delhi Dribblers. He is a major three-point threat, Daniel Polsma. He brings Delhi within 1. It's 37-36 Chennai with 1:20 left in the second quarter as Matthew answers from the corner for Chennai. The Heat on top by 4 as we tick down towards 1 minute left in the second quarter. Polsma way off the mark there. And Chennai comes back the other way with Majak. He can't get it to go. Barker now for Delhi. And Barker is fouled by Duffelmeyer. And Barker will go to the free throw line looking for his first points of the quarter.
Just look on this replay. Looks like he's a bit ginger on that right leg.
Yeah, he seems to have been playing with discomfort from certainly early on in this second quarter, but he is a warrior and he's carrying a massive load for his team every night as Barker hits the first free throw. He now has 11. Delhi has 37 as he misses the second, so it's Chennai on top 40-37 with about 40 seconds to play in the second quarter. Gray has space to shoot and does, but can't connect. And Washburn comes down with it. Now Barker for Delhi. It's picked off momentarily by Stanwicks. And I think they're going to call a foul on Burkholder. They do. And that means Delhi, rather Chennai, will shoot another pair of free throws. This time it will be Jack Stanwicks.
The Heat have done a fantastic job defensively this quarter. They managed to only give up 10 points for 8 minutes of that quarter. It's just this last 2 minutes that they've given up, I think, 7.
So Stanwicks at the line with 22 seconds left in the half, and it's Chennai on top by 3. And now 4. 41-37 for the Chennai Heat. Stanwicks now with 4 points. And now with 5. 22 seconds in the quarter. And they go to Panache. Now Washburn for Delhi. Chennai on top by 5. Now to Barker. The game clock inside 10 seconds as Barker rises and fires and couldn't connect. Duffelmeyer up ahead to Stanwicks, and Stanwicks at the buzzer hits the 3 for the Chennai Heat. Jack Stanwicks, a heads-up play by Duffelmeyer to get the ball up the line, and Stanwicks knew he had to catch and shoot, which he did, and he connected to put Chennai on top, 45-37, as we see the replay. A great angle of Duffelmeyer connecting to Stanwicks, and Stanwicks connecting on the shot. We can confirm the halftime score there. Chennai 45, the Delhi Dribblers 37. And we can head down onto the floor to Dhruv Barman.
Guys, I'm here with my man Jaydeep Rathore, also known as JD. JD, 11 पॉइंट, टीम को लीड कर रहा है अपनी. आज तेरे को मिनट्स मिले हैं, बहुत अच्छा खेल रहा है. तू क्या मेंटालिटी रही है तेरी?
यही था कि आज अच्छा परफॉर्म करना है, क्योंकि पिछले 2-3 मैचों से मैं खेल भी नहीं पा रहा था और मैं इंजर्ड भी था. तो यही मेंटालिटी थी कि आज मैं अच्छा परफॉर्म करूँ और टीम को जिताऊँ, क्योंकि हम लोग ऑलरेडी पीछे चल रहे हैं. तो इसलिए हम लोग आज जीतेंगे तो आगे आ सकते हैं. इसलिए
फॉर श्योर अगले हाफ में हमको देखेगा जयदीप राठौर अपना जो दिखता है हमेशा.
बिल्कुल सर, बिल्कुल दिखेगा.
ऑसम, गुड लक यार. थैंक यू फॉर टाइम. ऑल द बेस्ट. Good luck for the second half. That's it from here, guys. Excellent second half coming up. We'll be right back after the short break. Thank you.
So welcome back to THYAGRAJ Sports Centre here in Delhi. And at half-time of the first game of tonight's doubleheader, it's the Chennai Heat on top of the Delhi Dribblers, 45-37. And I'm not sure too many people were expecting this. As we see first half highlights. And Chennai off to a great start at the half. Jaydeep Rathore has 11 points for Chennai. Duffelmeyer has 10 points 5 rebounds and 6 assists. Matt Gray has 7 points. While for Delhi, Lachlan Barker has 11 points. And James Montgomery has 7 points, 7 rebounds. Chennai did a great job defensively on Barker in that second quarter.
Well, you look at what Chennai have been able to do defensively, keeping the Delhi Dribblers to shooting the field goal percentage at 34%. If you look at Delhi, they've had 10 more shots. They're having their way on the rebound count with 13 offensive rebounds, but it's really coming down to the shot percentage. Delhi at 34 and Chennai at 51.6%. And that's the tale of the game.
And in that rebound count, Delhi, as you said, they've had 13 offensive rebounds and they've turned that into 11 second chance points. So that's keeping them in touch somewhat. As we see Stanwicks with the big basket on the halftime buzzer. And as we leave Jack Stanwicks, we can find Drew Barman somewhere down there on the floor.
Guys, I'm here with all these wonderful, cute kids. I think they're having a blast. They're super loud. पहले ये बताओ आप लोगों में से कौन किसको सपोर्ट कर रहा है? किसको सपोर्ट कर रहा है? एक मिनट पहले ये बताओ. Look at this one, man. Look at this one. पहले ये बताओ क्यों पसंद है तुम्हें प्लेयर्स? क्यों सपोर्ट कर रहे हो उस टीम को? अब नहीं चीखना, चीखो. बताओ कौन सा कोई प्लेयर पसंद है स्पेसिफिक? कौन सा बताओ कौन सा प्लेयर?
ब्रेकर. एल ब्रेकर.
क्यों पसंद है?
Because of his
speed.
हाँ, speed, quickness, agility, endurance, and many more.
Nice man. और आपको कौन सा पसंद है? आप बताओ.
7 player.
Number 7. दिल्ली से कि चेन्नई से?
Delhi.
God damn, guys. God damn. Wait. Avani, who's your favorite player? We know you're supporting Delhi Dribblers. Do you have a favorite player? Or you like all of them?
I like all of them.
You like all of them? How many players do you like?
All of Delhi.
Guys, it's actually impossible to get an answer out of these kids, but I love it. I love the energy. I wish I could go back to this age, but I can't, unfortunately. And that's it from here, guys. One last time, let's make some noise for Inbl. Right back to you guys at the comms, guys. Thanks.
All right, thanks, Drew, the king of the kids here at the THYAGRAJ Sports Complex. And we can have a look at the best of the action from the first half here with Chennai on top by 8 at the half. Lachlan Barker had 10 points in the first quarter, but only 1 in the second. Montgomery getting through a lot of work. He's got 7 and 7 at the half, including that dunk. He missed the previous game through illness, so he still may be a little under the weather.
You know, as these highlights roll, I can't help but feel that the Chennai defensive efforts have really helped them get into this. And you just look at the defensive breakdown there by Delhi with Duffermeyer off the on-ball.
That is some kind of party trick right there from Duffermeyer. There's Barker from deep. He's 2 of 7 from beyond the arc, and you know he's going to keep firing to make sure his team has a shot at winning the game.
And he's been big in so many games. He just demands so much respect from the defensive unit. And you look at the other end, Duffermeyer's the same. You know, he does a fantastic job, you know, running his group, making sure that everybody else gets theirs, but at the same time he can create for himself.
So that's Panache from outside the arc. He's got 5 points, but he's only shooting 1 of 6 on 3. So, and here's Mina with the big finish at the rim. So we can recap the top scorers, and for Chennai, it's Jaideep Rathore with 11, Tad Duffelmeyer 10, Matt Gray and Jack Stanwich with 7 apiece. Malok Majak has 5. And for Delhi, it's Lachlan Barker with 11 points, the only Delhi Dribblers player in double digits, with Montgomery on 7, Panache 5, Mina and Burkholder with 4 each.
Montgomery 3 rebounds away from getting 10, 3 points away from getting a double-double. He's been huge this game.
And tonight we're at halftime of the big double-header. We've got, coming up after this one, the Gujarat Stallions against the Punjab Warriors. It's half-time here between Chennai and Delhi. Chennai on top. We're going to take a break. You're watching Inbl Pro U-25. All right, so welcome back to THYAGRAJ Sports Complex here in Delhi. And as we get play underway, it's Chennai on top 45-37. Barker to Panache. And Delhi looking to make the most out of this first possession, but Duffelmeyer continuing to dog Barker on defense. Duffelmeyer really bringing it at both ends of the floor. Here's Montgomery, now Burkholder. Barker, shot clock at 6. Tries to shake off Duffelmeyer and gets it to Panache. Stanwicks with the rebound for Chennai. Now Rathor. And Rathor gets to the rim and draws the foul. Rathor with a turn of speed there.
He has a great dynamic quickness about him. It's hard to keep him in front.
And the foul was called on Mina, and that's his 4th. And he goes to the bench. So it might be a while before we see Piyush Mina back in the game. As Rathor hits the first.
It's always a good start getting the first points of the championship quarter.
But misses the second. Here's Burkholder. Now Panache. Montgomery presents down low and gets it out on the wing. And the foul is quite obviously called on Gray there. And they call a shooting foul. Gray was desperate to get the foul before Montgomery could get into his shooting action, but not successful. And that's 3 fouls on Matt Gray now. And Montgomery, not having a good night from the charity stripe, he's now 1 of 6. But he gets the second. To cut the margin to 8. Stanwicks driving against Burkholder and used the contact to create some extra space for the finish. Panache firing for Daly and hitting. Barker with the assist off the dribble handoff. Duffelmeyer now for Chennai. Rathor firing from deep. And Barker tips the rebound to Montgomery. Montgomery working against Stanwicks and can't get the finish, but the Dribblers do get the offensive putback from Minaj. Another O-board.
We see Chennai lifting all the post players out. Matt Gray now only getting into the low post, but emptying out.
Here's Duffelmeyer, who loses control of the ball when it's going to go to Delhi. So they were trying to isolate Duffelmeyer there, but it came unstuck.
Delhi getting 2 very much needed stops.
As Gray goes to the bench with his 3rd foul, and this is Barker for Delhi. Burkholder can't get the corner 3 to go, and the ball will go back to Chennai. It's Chennai on top by 5. Rathor for the Heat. And Minaj knew he was cooked on the drive and committed the tactical foul.
Switch there on that drag pick that ended up with Minaj on an island with trying to keep Rathor in front.
So Matthew into Rathor. Now Majak, and Majak takes and makes the 3. It took him a long time in this season to find his groove on the 3-point shot, but the last couple of games he's shooting like Steph Curry. And Panache answers.
Straight back at you.
So it's the Heat by 5. 7 minutes left in the 3rd. Duffelmeyer against Minaj. And Duffelmeyer goes past Manoj but can't finish, and Montgomery another rebound. Here's Barker with the drive and can't get it to drop, nor can Burkholder. And with the jump ball situation, the possession arrow belongs to Chennai. So it's Chennai by 5, and we've got about 6.5 minutes left in the third quarter as Kiner takes over for the Heat. Matthew. Now Rathor. Turns the corner, and the help defense is good as Barker picks it off. And Lachlan Barker can't finish at the rim, but Montgomery, with his 10th rebound of the game, is fouled and will shoot a pair of free throws.
Barker feeling like he got hit on that layup. Thinking in the context of the game, it was probably a good no call.
The effort by Montgomery to run the floor is a great example of no matter how wide open your teammate is for a layup, you've got to follow up on the chance that there is a miss, just like there was there. And Montgomery hits the first. And the second. As Matt Gray checks back in for Chennai. Montgomery trims the margin to 3. And this is Gray for Chennai. Now Rathor. Firing. But missing, and there's Montgomery, Mr. Windex. Barker. Burkholder. And the referee says it was clean defense, and the ball will go back to Chennai as Rathor takes a breather on the bench. Been good, Rathor.
Yeah, he's been able to get his feet in the paint, create the defensive collapsing, really proving difficult to manage for the Delhi Dribblers.
12 points for Jaideep Rathor. And we've got a foul at the other end. It was on Burkholder. So 2 fouls on Burkholder, no problems for him, as the Heat take over with Majak firing and hitting.
He's shooting it like it's a layup.
Malak Majak, his 3-point shot has finally been cleared by Indian immigration. As Burkholder fires from the corner for Delhi, it comes off Majak and it will go back to the Dribblers. This is Panache. And Panache can't finish at the rim, and Burkholder went up for the second effort and was fouled. And now it will be Burkholder's turn to go to the free throw line. The Dribblers are wearing a groove in the floor, getting to the charity stripe. But no matter how you chip away at the lead, it doesn't matter as long as you do. Makes the first. And gets the second. So 2 for 2 from Mark Burkholder. And as the Dribblers close the margin to 4, that prompts Chennai Heat coach Everard Bartlett to call a timeout. And we will head down into that huddle momentarily.
He's We're gonna put you here. Sijun, you're gonna be over here. Okay? We're gonna go for Malok. Malok. Same thing. I need you to try and set a good screen here. If we could get around in the front, obviously we're looking at that. If not, you're gonna clear out. Sorry. If not, you're going down there, you're going to follow down and set a down pick and get you coming back up. Okay? You've hit a couple of threes now. So, and then up taking. Yeah, up taking and go. Right now, and then you're just clearing out. Okay? You're clearing out, you're lifting. Okay? That's our play. He's got a good shot here. Heat on three. 1, 2, 3. Heat!
All right, so there's Everard Bartlett of the Chennai Heat. We can head down to Drew Barman, who's been listening in on the Delhi Dribblers.
Coach feels like they're giving up way too many threes. Every time Delhi tries to come back, they end up conceding a three. Also, Keith Kleiner is on 4 fouls, so look for them to attack him to get him out of this game. Thanks, guys. Right back to you.
Thanks, Drew. And here's Majak kicking to Matthew in the corner, and Sedjan Matthew with a nice bucket coming out of the timeout.
Well executed there off the board by the Heat.
Matthew puts Chennai up by 7. Panache gets to the rim and finishes. A nice play by Panache. Stanwicks for Chennai. Now Majak. Ready. Gets it back to Stanwicks. The shot clock at 5 as Panache sticks a hand in, and Chennai will take the ball out of bounds with 3 on the shot clock. The game clock at 4:19.
The Heat, they're having to get it into a lot. Late shot clock, throwing up a 3 and getting fouled. It's not what you want to be giving up as the Delhi Dribblers.
So Malok Majak will go to the free throw line and shoot a pair for Chennai. Majak with the first. And with the second, so they ruled it was a 3-point shot. And Majak can't complete the 3-point play, but he does leave Chennai ahead by 7. Here's Gray to Dufelmeyer. Dufelmeyer pulls up, can't get it to go, and he scraps with Burkholder. And it looks like the possession arrow will be with the Delhi Dribblers.
The Chennai Heat here really playing the scoreboard. Like that timeout earlier by Everard Bartlett there was to manage this 10-point spread.
So Barker with the ball now for Delhi. The Dribblers trail by 7. Here's Minaj, and Minaj can't handle the pass. And it goes back to Chennai. That's going to be frustrating for Dave Petrozello. Here's Dufelmeyer for Chennai. Guarded by Barker. Now Majak catches and shoots. And can't get it to go as Washburn comes down with another rebound. Dufelmeyer all over Barker on the defensive end, but he gets open and hits the 3. So Lachlan Barker with a big 3 for the Delhi Dribblers. Cuts the margin to 4 as we head towards 3 minutes left in the third period. Gray got Montgomery in the air but couldn't finish. And here comes Barker again for Delhi. Washburn. Down low to Montgomery. To Sahil. Panache inside to Washburn. And Washburn gets the jump hook to go. A nice patient set and the ball moved.
It's a magic formula.
So Washburn cuts the gap to 2. As Dufelmeyer goes from deep and comes up short. The Dribblers looking to tie or perhaps go ahead here on this possession. Sahil with the back cut from Washburn to Barker. Barker to Sahil, but Dufelmeyer read it and picked it off. And then gets it to Jaideep Rathore, who is absolutely hammered going to the rim and it's fair to say has earned 2 free throws.
Yep. Washburn and Nawaz using him as a step ladder there.
So Rathore misses the first. So the aggressive defensive effort by Delhi pays off. As he hits the second to put Chennai up by 3 as we head towards 2 minutes left in the third period. Here's Barker to Panache, down low to Washburn. Now Sahil pulls up and hits. Sahil with a nice basket for Delhi. He brings the Dribblers within 1. Dufelmeyer now. Majak has cooled off from outside. Barker up ahead to Washburn, and Washburn is fouled by Majak, and that will put Chennai at the limit. The Dribblers already with 5 fouls for the quarter. Here's Montgomery down low. They double him, and he forces the shot. And Chennai comes away with it. Dufelmeyer attacks Washburn and doesn't get a call. Delhi back the other way. Sahil. Washburn working against Dufelmeyer. The big man tries to back Dufelmeyer down, but Dufelmeyer strong in defense. And Panache in and out. A minute left in the third period and Chennai up by a point as Dufelmeyer gets it to Rathore and then Gray. And Sahil brings it down. And Delhi looking to get the ball through hands and a decent set here. Barker to Sahil. Sahil pulls up and he's short, but gets the offensive rebound crumbs and puts it away and puts Delhi ahead.
Sahil's the only one that looks like scoring in this last 2 minutes. Everybody else has been a slugfest.
So the Dribblers on top by 1, and Chennai may not get the last shot, but they'll run the clock down as the shot is short, but they get the offensive rebound, and Gray to Majak. And Majak hits a big 3 at the buzzer for the Chennai Heat.
Much needed bucket there for the Heat going into the third quarter time break.
Malak Majak now with 16 points for Chennai. He had cooled off from outside the 3-point line, but hits that one at the buzzer to put Chennai back on top, 63-61, with 1 quarter left to play.
That was a 24-18 quarter.
What was the factor, do you think, in that period?
Delhi Dribblers making good adjustments there defensively to get the edge there, 24-18.
As we take a quick look at the standings, and it's Mumbai and Gujarat tied at 4 and 3. the Hyderabad Falcons 4 and 4, Punjab 3 and 3, Delhi and Chennai at 3 and 4. So a loss tonight for either Delhi or Chennai puts their semi-final hopes in jeopardy a little.
And Chennai really needing to get this win by 11 to make sure they've got the head-to-head.
Okay, so as the teams get ready for the fourth quarter, we can head down the sidelines and Ryan James.
A lovely atmosphere here, but quick word on Chennai. So they are entirely reliant on defense. Chennai cannot afford to not have their defense not working. That's where the problem is. They've struggled on getting the rebounds. Even here, they left a lot of defensive rebounds. That is what coach is emphasizing on. If the defense comes through, they will win this game. Otherwise, it will not go their way. That's all from the sidelines.
All right, thank you, Ryan. And defense has certainly been key with the score at 63-61 at three-quarter time. Chennai with a nose in front.
Chennai's really got to stop the bleed of offensive rebounds for Delhi. Delhi now has 19 for the game.
That could well come back to bite hard in the final analysis. Here's Stanwicks to Matthews to Gray. Now Duffelmeyer working against Barker. And Duffelmeyer opens the quarter with a nice play at the rim. Tad Duffelmeyer is the heart and lungs of this Chennai team, as Montgomery gets a nice finish from the sweet little dish from Washburn.
Washburn's been a great facilitator in this Delhi offense.
Here's Stanwicks for Chennai. He works against Panache and draws the foul. Stanwicks with 9 points tonight for the Delhi Dribblers. The Dribblers trail by 2 early going in the fourth. Stanwicks to inbound. The shot clock at 14. And here's Duffelmeyer to Gray. Offline with the 3. And Sahil comes down with it. Now Panache for Delhi. Still Panache. And Stanwicks with good defense for Chennai. Here's Rathore. Stanwicks attacking Montgomery and kicking to Gray. Gray now exploring and not finishing. They go all the way across to Barker. And Barker fires, but can't connect for Delhi.
Let's go, lock in.
Here's Duffelmeyer. Gray. Stanwicks. Gray. And they're going to call the foul on Washburn. Only the second foul for Chris Washburn. And the second of the quarter for the Delhi Dribblers. Chennai yet to register a foul this quarter. Stanwicks to inbound. Gray. Stanwicks. Show and go. And Washburn was able to get the mid in and knock it out of bounds. So the shot clock at 9 as Stanwicks gets ready to inbound. And either they made a 5-second call or they ruled that the deflected pass came back and went out of bounds off Stanwicks. Either way, the ball belongs with the Dribblers, and that was a good defensive effort by the Dribblers on the out-of-bounds play.
Chennai here with extended pressure.
Montgomery a little out of control there, couldn't finish, and Stanwicks pushes back the other way. And he was clipped by Washburn as he crossed over, but there's no call. And the call is a jump ball. And from the held ball, the possession arrow belongs to the Delhi Dribblers. So it's Chennai by 2, 65-63. And we've just gone under 8 minutes left in the game. Washburn gathers his feet and the ball and gets it to Panache. Now Barker wide open. And Barker can't cash in.
It's an uncharacteristic miss by Barker having that much time.
3 of 10 on threes tonight, Lachlan Barker. And that is a great pass from Gray, and Stanwicks couldn't finish. Here's Sahil to Washburn. Now Barker. They got Montgomery down low, and they go the high-low action. And Montgomery is fouled by Stanwicks. And Montgomery, just with a little helping hand on Stanwicks after the play. But Stanwicks perhaps overcooked it.
Washburn has 7 rebounds. If he converts on this first free throw, he'll have 5 assists.
That's a good night's work from Chris Washburn. He only has the 3 points, but like you say, 7 rebounds and a handful of assists. And he's playing a role at both ends of the floor.
Nazi, you got 6. Yeah.
As Montgomery connects on the first. So Montgomery now 5 of 10 on free throws tonight. Delhi as a team 10, or rather 11 of 18. Still a long way to go in this one. And Montgomery ties the game with his second free throw. So we're knotted at 65 as Duffelmeyer for Majak. Majak driving, and Lachlan Barker is called for the foul. His first foul for the game.
This game has all the makings for a fantastic finish.
Are you prepared to go out on a limb and tip a winner from here?
Chennai have to win.
And Sahil with good defense to get across and block Rathor's shot. We know Chennai has to win, but you're not saying they will. Anyway, here's Kiner for the Heat. To Rathor, gets Sahil in the air, and now Matthew from the corner is short, and Rathor trying to find Kiner ends up with a turnover. Barker down low to Montgomery, spinning against Matthew. He gets Matthew in the air, and Matthew fouls Montgomery. So we've seen 39 free throws in this game tonight so far, and I've got a feeling we might see quite a few more before the final buzzer. Montgomery hits the first to put Delhi on top. Delhi now 13 of 20. Chennai 11 of 20 from the free throw line. And he gets the second to go.
There's still a lot more basketball to be played in this game.
6.5 minutes left in the contest as Kiner takes over for Chennai. And it's deflected out of bounds by Sahil. Delhi really cranking up the defense.
Both teams desperate for this win.
Here's Kiner, now Duffelmeyer. The shot clock at 6. Guarded by Washburn. Duffelmeyer fires as the shot clock expires and comes up empty. Barker back the other way. Here's Panache. They're going to go to Washburn down low against Duffelmeyer. Now Panache, he fires. It had a good look, but it wouldn't fall. And now it's Duffelmeyer for Chennai against Sahil. And Duffelmeyer draws the foul on Washburn, but couldn't quite get the ball to drop.
This last 5 minutes, we're going to see the ball in Duffelmeyer's hand, I believe, a lot.
So Duffelmeyer has 12.6 rebounds, 7 assists. As he makes the first, he's now 3 of 3 from the foul line tonight. And he makes the second to tie the game at 67-67. Panache for Daly, guarded by Kiner. Sahil loses it, and the Heat go the other way with Rathore. And Rathore with the finish. And Chennai is back on top. Sahil, closely guarded by Rathore. Still Sahil. Now Panache. Down low to Washburn. And Washburn couldn't get it to go. Duffelmeyer back the other way. We've gone inside the last 5 minutes of regulation. Majak to Matthew. Majak driving against Washburn. Washburn slapped the ball away. And here comes Panache. And Panache with the finish. And they're going to call the technical on Rathore for flopping, I believe. Panache is going to come up limping.
You see on that replay, Panache just rolling that ankle.
And it does look like from that call that they did call a technical foul on Rathore for flopping after taking the contact. Quite a harsh decision, I would have thought.
Now, I'm not sure I saw a flop warning.
And Barker, nonetheless, ice cool at the free throw line. Puts the Dribblers ahead by 1 with about 4.5 minutes left. As Panache, with that dodgy ankle now, goes to the bench. And they bring in Pinto. And Duffelmeyer hits a big 3 for Chennai, and then let the Dribblers know all about it. Tad Duffelmeyer. Here's Barker coming back the other way, and he's fouled by Rathore. So Tad Duffelmeyer with a giant 3 there. Puts Chennai back on top by 2.
Jess, what's up, please?
Wash, you got 6.
Barker hits the first, and he pulls Daly within 1.
Wash!
And Barker goes 2 for 2 from the line. And we're tied again. Are we heading to overtime? Here's Duffelmeyer. 4 minutes left in the contest as Kiner fires from deep. And Washburn with another rebound. He's been massive tonight, Washburn. And almost turns it over. Forget the offensive contribution by Washburn. He's got 8 rebounds, 5 assists, and got through a pile of work. So the ball is with Delhi, and they have a fresh 24 seconds. Now Sahil takes it out of bounds. Now Montgomery, guarded by Majak. And it looked like Dufelmeyer got in there with a hand, and the ball ricocheted off Montgomery and out of bounds.
Every stop from here on in is just so vital for both groups.
Here's Dufelmeyer, guarded by Barker. It could be mano or mano down the stretch between those two, as Majak can't hit the 3, but Kiner with the save, and his smart work means the ball will stay with Chennai on the baseline as Kiner goes to the bench, replaced by Stanwicks. 13 seconds on the shot clock for Chennai. And Matthew, flashing to the ball, couldn't finish. And they ruled there was a double dribble in there somewhere. So 3:14 left in the game, and we're tied at 72. This is another barn burner. Dave Petrozello calling it a timeout for the Delhi Dribblers as he tries to get his team set for the next possession and the rest of the game. Let's head down and listen to Dave Petrozello of the Delhi Dribblers.
In the backcourt. Let's make sure we are solid on the inbound. Wash, inbound the ball for me. Okay? Lucky, if they bring any pressure, just man on man, just get open, let's get it. We're gonna go 2 up caddy with a pin. Once we're up, the 2 of you guys are playing 2 up caddy. Okay, Sahil, you're gonna go low. Monty, you're gonna be the pin. You go side to side, try to get Manoj out, or Sahil out. Manoj, you're away, okay? Be in the dunker, either side. Go opposite from Monty. Be aggressive. If they go under, that's you. Make sure we're tough at transition. No soft passes, take care of the ball. This is where we win. Let's go.
All right, so there's Dave Petrozello with the Delhi Dribblers. We're tied at 72 and about 3 minutes and change left. We know the ball is going to be with Dufelmeyer and Barker a lot, but who's going to be the X factor in the last 3 minutes?
I think for Chennai, I think you're going to see Stanwicks step up, and I think Washburn's going to come up with another big play.
So it's Barker and Dufelmeyer. Now Sahil, and Sahil fires from deep but can't connect, and Dufelmeyer comes up with it. Dufelmeyer rises, and this time gets it to drop. 19 points for Tad Dufelmeyer, and Chennai in the lead. Barker to Sahil, down low to Washburn. Fires over Majak and misses everything. Now Dufelmeyer for Chennai. Matthew, Stanwicks, driving against Montgomery, kicking it out to Majak. Washburn with another rebound. Now Barker against Majak, driving, firing, but not making it. And the ball goes back to Chennai. So Chennai just digging in on defense now, every possession. As Washburn goes to the bench for a well-earned breather. Stanwicks for Chennai, and we head down towards the last 2 minutes of regulation. Overtime could be in the offing. Here's Dufelmeyer, guarded by Montgomery. The shot clock at 7. Now guarded by Burkholder. Dufelmeyer steps back. And the ball comes off Matthew and will belong to the Delhi Dribblers. And the Dribblers go to the bench. They bring Panache back for Minaj.
See if that ankle's going to hold up.
So here's Barker enjoying this battle with Dufelmeyer. He gets into the paint, rises and finishes.
We said it's a great battle and it's going to continue to be a great battle down the stretch. Minute 30 to play and we're all tied up.
We are indeed. It's 74 apiece and Lucas Barker with 18 points now for Delhi. Here's Dufelmeyer, happy to let the clock wind down. He swings it to Matthew, then to Rathor in the corner. And Jaydeep Rathor with a big 3 for the Chennai Heat. We're heading down towards a minute left and the Chennai Heat are on top by 3 as Barker fires. And the Jack comes down with the rebound. Here's Rathor again for Chennai. He's had some kind of game. 18 points for Rathor. The shot clock now at 9 as Dufelmeyer happy to control the tempo. Stanwicks. Matthew turned down the shot and went to Rathor, and with that indecision, they've committed a shot clock violation.
So this Chennai needs to be assertive and aggressive. They need a margin of 11.
So we've got 38 seconds left in it. Chennai is up by 3, and Dave Petrozello has called another timeout. Let's go down and listen in to the Delhi Dribblers.
Well, that's it. Lucky. Okay. Berkey start. Go low. Sahil, strong corner. Okay. Monty. Berkey goes. You come to the rock. Lucky, that's the entrance. Berkey, come down. Sahil's gonna go off. Go back to Lucky, 2-man. Lucky, if they go under you, that's you. Otherwise, if they're gonna chase it, hit him on the roll. Get at the rim. Okay? Look to the second side. Look to the second side. Hit him. Berkey, space out. So if you got it, Berkey, that's you. Amazing. Lift. You catch it, you shoot it. Hey, let's get one.
All right, so there's Dave Petrozello. Now, with the game where it is, they either go for a quick 2 or then they have to work for a 3. That would be my read. I don't know what your read is.
Yeah, I think there's 4 possessions left in this basketball game. Quick 2 gets it done. But I think they're looking for the 3 ball.
And I reckon Barker will inbound and there's a good chance the ball will come back to Barker at some stage on this possession. There's Montgomery, and there is Barker. The shot clock at 9, guarded by Majak. Barker trying to get open. He rises, he fires, and misses. And they say the ball will belong with the Chennai Heat. And the Delhi Dribblers are going to challenge.
This review, there's so much riding on it. And that was Montgomery asking for it. He feels like it came off Dufelmeyer.
We can have a look at the review. There was no doubt that Lachlan Barker was going to get a shot off on that possession, but Majak played really good defense to make that shot as hard as possible.
Oh, absolutely. He used his length, he used his size advantage to make sure that Barker had to change the way he pulled the trigger and paid off. Well, let's hope they see what we're seeing.
What are you seeing?
Off Duffelmeyer.
I second that motion. It looked like Duffelmeyer was the last man to touch the ball. Although Montgomery with some action in there, I'm not.
At least it's not a goaltending.
So we get another look at a different angle, and that one doesn't really help. As we recap here, with 25 seconds left, it's Chennai on top by 3, 77-74. Tad Duffelmeyer with 19 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists. And they say the ball does belong to the Delhi Dribblers. Let's see what they've got on this inbounds play. They throw it up to Burkholder, and Burkholder, expecting Montgomery to have been back in bounds and at the basket quicker, throws it away. So now Delhi is going to have to get a quick foul. Stanwicks, Duffelmeyer. They don't foul, and now it goes to Majak. Now they foul.
I get Stanwicks is probably one of the best free throw shooters for the Heat, followed by Duffelmeyer, but we just had too much clock come off.
And the Dribblers bring Polsma and Washburn in for Burkholder and Panache. Or rather, Panache now stays in and Montgomery goes out. And this is Majak at the free throw line. Malok Majak has got 16 points and misses the first. If he misses the second, the Dribblers will be looking for a 3 at the buzzer. He makes the second, and that's a 4-point lead for the Chennai Heat with 10 seconds left. And we have another timeout.
Now I don't know what the mail is on Polsma. He hasn't played a lot, but he's checked in now. He's the man I think they're going to go to for the 3-ball.
Well, if he somehow got a 4-point play, that would be handy. Nonetheless, let's hear from Dave Petrozello with the Delhi Dribblers.
Wash, okay, I want you to get position, okay? If he fronts you, I want you to just move in and send Danny to the corner. Then flashback, he will help a little bit on the cut. Flashback. As soon as it hits Wash, Lockey, choose. Open corner, go low. Closed corner, go high. As soon as it touches your hands, you gotta go. Okay, you gotta go as soon as it touches your hands. If they're contesting you, if they're gonna foul you, take the foul, get to the free throw line. If not, go hard and space out shooters. Listen, we are fire on the ball, then we're fouling. We gotta foul. Go for the ball, go hard for the ball. Don't foul before the ball comes in.
All right, so Dave Petrozello with a basic instruction of get a bucket and then a foul as quick as you can, which makes you wonder why they didn't foul earlier on the previous Chennai possession. Barker to inbound, 10 seconds on the clock. And Matthew deflects it back onto Barker. And basically Chennai only needs to get the ball in bounds to secure this win, you would expect.
Steal the inbound, steal the inbound.
They do to Duffelmeyer, and Barker fouls. So Tad Duffelmeyer goes to the free throw line. 19 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists. Just another night out at the office for Tad Duffelmeyer.
No timeouts, you're going to play here. You're going to play quick.
I'm not sure this foul's in the best interest of the Delhi Dribblers.
As he makes the first, you think, on the head-to-head?
Sometimes less is more.
We'll leave that one to percolate for a couple of minutes as Duffelmeyer misses the second. And it comes back to a Thor, and Stanwicks rises and finishes with the foul from Montgomery. So what is the head-to-head situation here between these teams if they finish in a tie in the standings?
So right now, Delhi's positive 10.
Stanwicks misses, so the margin ends at 7. And it's another impressive win for the Chennai Heat. 81-74. There's no question Chennai are considered something of an underdog, but they just keep answering the bell and they come up and keep punching above their weight, as they have done tonight yet again. Tad Dufelmeyer, our game MVP, with 20 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists and 4 steals. That's a great game by Tad Dufelmeyer. Okay, so we can confirm the final score. It's Chennai 81, Delhi 74. That improves Chennai to 4-4 and drops Delhi to 3-5 and puts their semi-final chances in real jeopardy. Let's head down to the floor to Ryan James. He's got the game MVP with him, Tad Dufelmeyer.
It is another Chennai Heat victory, and no surprise here, another Ted Dufelmeyer special. Ted, a spectacular game, a lot more responsibility because you lost 2 of your starters. What are your thoughts?
I mean, we're really happy for those guys to be able to step up and represent their national team. That's definitely what you want, so we don't want to hold them back from that, and hopefully they've learned some stuff with us, but it was a real competitive game tonight, and it's a great environment to be in.
See, that's spoken like a true teammate, and I got some gossip from your team. Apparently, you're the most annoying guy in the bus. You keep picking on others. It's fine, you can pick on your opponents on the court, but why are you troubling your teammates, man?
You know, trying to create some team chemistry. I'm a little bit annoying, but you know, those that know me personally say I'm really quiet, so it's kind of, you know, 2 sides of one coin. But, you know, you try and keep the energy high because we're here with each other for a month and, you know, try and get as close as possible before we get out of here.
Yeah, it's okay to be annoying with your teammates, and he does it on court as well, so he compensates. Ted almost getting a triple-double, 4 steals as well. A big performance. It was much needed because you guys had a couple of defeats. So how important was this game?
It was a big game for us, but I'm really proud of the guys and how they stepped up, and you know, they make my job easy when we're flying around having fun like that with high energy. So, you know, it's credit to my guys, and you know, once again, it was a competitive game, and I love to be in this atmosphere, but I'm definitely trying to get a triple-double one night.
One last question. Rathod there took a lot of pressure off your game. Of course, you were coming off the ball. So what is your thought on that young lad from India?
I mean, it was big time for him to step up. You know, he's been injured and, you know, been out of the rotation, but for him to come in and play the way he did tonight, really proud of him. He's asked me for advice. You know, he's been a sponge, and, you know, it shows in the results.
Awesome. So thank you so much for your time, Ted. I'll let you go back and celebrate with your team.
I appreciate it.
That is our MVP, Tad Dufelmeyer. Back to Grant in the comm box.
Okay, thank you, Ryan. And we can have a look at Tad Dufelmeyer's highlights. And that was some kind of party trick. He was outstanding, and a real head-to-head battle between him and Lachlan Barker.
Yeah, and you know, Tad loves the open floor. We see him getting out in the open floor and pushing the ball and coming downhill. Like that's where he's at his strength. And then he's so dynamic that when you step off him, he can stick the 3. He's a matchup nightmare for every team defense, let alone an individual defensive player.
So Tad Dufelmeyer, our MVP, as we can check the top scorers in tonight's game. And the top scorers for Chennai were obviously Dufelmeyer, the game MVP, with 20 points, Jaideep Rathore had 18 and Malok Majak had 17. Jack Stanwich chipping in with 11. For the Delhi Dribblers, it was Lachlan Barker with 19. James Montgomery had 16 points and 14 rebounds. And then Nawaz Panesh had 15 points. But not enough for the Delhi Dribblers against the Chennai Heat. The Heat winning 81-74. So that one's out of the way, the first game of the doubleheader. And coming up next is the Gujarat Stallions against the Punjab Warriors. Another great game in store here at the THYAGRAJ Sports Complex in Delhi. If you want to talk of a team in form at this point of the Inbl Pro U-25 season, then talk about the Gujarat Stallions. After an 0-2 start, the Stallions have gone 4-1, sparking that run with a win over the Punjab Warriors on Feb 9. That defeat came as the Warriors lost 3 of their first 4 games and needing to spark their season into action, which is what the Warriors have done, posting back-to-back wins and aiming to make it 3 in a row tonight